में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। शिव का कर लो ध्यान, आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा। ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
You are without birth. You are the master. You are bodiless. You are Trikaldarshi. You are incorporeal. You are the one who does everything.
जो तुझसे लगन लगाए वो तुझ में ही खो जाए.
Those who have love for you will get engrossed in love with you.
जो तुझसे लगन लगाए वो तुझ में ही खो जाए. जो तुझसे योग लगाए वो परमानंद को पाए.
Those who have yoga with you would receive that super sensuous joy. You are the truth. You are the power.
जो तुझसे लगन लगा
Those who have love with you will get engrossed in love for you. Those who have yoga with you will receive the super sensuous joy. You are the truth. You are the power.
तू प्रेम का गहरा सागर
You are the ocean of love, and we are your pearls. You are the creator of us, and we are your creation. You are the Somnath who gave us the nectar. You are almighty. You give us the ignorant ones knowledge. Those who have love for you would receive everything without asking. You are the truth. You are the power. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. The truth, the living being, and the blissful one. Baba gives us the awareness of what is the difference between them and what is body and the soul, difference between body and the soul, and he makes us stabilize in our soul conscious stage. When you are in soul conscious stage, you can forge relationship, you have attraction to forge relationship with the Father, that incorporeal one, and then you receive super sensuous joy. The true Father teaches us the truth. There won't be any Sakar Murli in which Baba tells us about the dictates of God and the dictates of human beings. those who listen and understand. It's not only about listening, but along with listening, you have to understand. When there is understanding, you increase the practice. When you increase the practice, you increase the experience. And when there is experience, there is faith. When there is faith, there is intoxication. So Brahma Baba had faith, intoxication, and the aim in front of him. He had the faith. How it was said yesterday that I am the only Baba's children. I am Baba's long lost and now found beloved children. I am his lucky chariot. All others are grandchildren. Baba has that intoxication that he has given his body to Baba. So incorporeal one comes in corporeal body and gives the true love. We used to listen that we are souls. Now it is to know, to understand, to believe it, to practice it, and to experience it. And whatever happiness you receive from experience you have that firm faith with that belief and intoxication, and you have the mirror and firm belief what are the attainments of this confluence age. You know your future birth will be through divinity. And your regard is through imbibing these virtues. So Baba makes us imbibe these virtues and make us worthy. Those who have yoga with you, they will have super sensuous joy. So to the extent that you have this connection and it's constant, the soul receives the powers accordingly. So this godly powers can transform the life. What is the difference? So in the godly powers, there is power to make the poor one rich, to transform the ignorant ones into knower of three aspects of time. Those who are tangled in vices get transformed to vicelessness. So Baba is saying the life becomes like prostitute, and Baba gives us self-respect, and Baba makes us this brothel into Shivalaya. What is the basis? And the basis is self-transformation, self-benefit of ourselves and others. So today Baba is saying you become Narayan by studying the truth. And this power of truth works instantly. So you cannot see this light instantly. you will remember the light. So no matter how much we souls became impure and vicious, we became subservient of this old world and vices, Baba gives us so much power. He tells us that to the extent that you have taken the time to go down, you won't take that much time to go up, meaning being elevated. Because Didi is sharing an example. You wear something for the whole day and it gets dirty, but it takes 10 minutes to clean that clothes. So with this birth and rebirth, our mind becomes dirty. So this mind, wandering intellect and old sanskars get transformed when the soul has a strong relationship with the Supreme Soul. The spiritual faith and spiritual that I am a soul, and for the Supreme Soul, there are different degrees in that. So in Lokik intoxication, there is no benefit, while in this spiritual intoxication, there is benefit. So Baba today is giving us the true company, and he makes us deities of the golden age. Today is 4th November, sweet children. You are now becoming made into true deities by the true Father. Therefore, there will be no need to have the company of the truth in the golden age, the age of truth. Question: why is it that deities cannot perform any sinful actions in the golden age? Answer: because they were blessed by the true Father. Sinful actions begin to be transformed when you are cursed by Ravan. In the golden and silver ages, you are in salvation. There is no mention of degradation at that time. There are no vices, and therefore no sinful actions are performed. Everyone in the copper and iron ages is in degradation, and they therefore continue to perform sinful actions. This is something that has to be understood. Om Shanti. The Father sits here and explains to you, sweetest spiritual children. He is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, and also the Supreme Satguru. When people are told the praise of the Father, it is automatically proved that Sri Krishna cannot be a father of anyone. He is a small child, a prince of the golden age. He cannot be a teacher. He himself sits and studies with a teacher. There are no gurus there because everyone is in salvation. For half a cycle there is salvation, and for half a cycle there is degradation. Because there is salvation there is no need for this knowledge there. There is no mention of this knowledge there, because it is through this knowledge here that you receive salvation for 21 births. Then from the Copper Age until the end of the Iron Age, there is degradation. So how could Sri Krishna exist in the Copper Age? No one is aware of this. There is deep So the stage of the soul gets degraded and sinful after Copper Age onwards, when the soul starts to become body conscious. There is deep significance in every aspect, and it is most essential to explain everything. So Sri Krishna is the beautiful one, and he himself becomes ugly one. So in lunar calendar there is Krishna Paksh and Shukla Paksh, and it is explaining about that. So if the God comes in Copper Age, being Krishna, would he establish Copper Age and Iron Age? There is deep significance in every aspect, and it is most essential to explain everything. That one is the Supreme Father and the Supreme Teacher. In English, you would only call him the Supreme. Some English words are very good. For instance, the word drama. A play is not called a drama because there can be a change of actors in a play. So once you perform any action, it gets fixed in the drama. They say that this world cycle continues to turn, but they don't know how it turns. No one knows whether it repeats identically or whether there is any change in it. They say, whatever is predestined, it is taking place. This is definitely a play which continues to repeat. So every time has different acts. So whatever happened kalpa ago will happen again. So the Sato Pradhan stage will come again, and then Tamo Pradhan will come as well. They say whatever is predestined, it is taking place. This is definitely a play which continues to repeat. So there must be an interesting play. It continues to play. It is only human beings who have to continue to go around this cycle. Okay, what is the duration of this cycle? How does it repeat? So there will be day after the night, and again there will be night. So the law of nature and the law of spirituality, when you understand both of them, you understand the secret of drama. Just how there is law of nature. If someone took the body, he would have definitely left the body somewhere. So if the building is old, it was new once upon a time, it will be new again. This is definitely a play which continues to repeat. It is only human beings who have to continue to go around this cycle. Okay, what is the duration of this cycle? How does it repeat? How long does it take? How long does it take to rotate? No one knows this. There are the clans of Buddhists and those of Islams who have parts to play in the drama. There is no dynasty of you Brahmins. So when religious fathers come, only when they have their part. There is no dynasty of you Brahmins. This is the Brahmin clan. So it is not dynasty like Lakshmi Narayan, the first, second, third, but this is the Brahmin clan. It is called the most elevated Brahmin clan. There is also the deity clan. It is very easy to explain this. Angels reside in the subtle region. There are no flesh and bones there. Deities have flesh and bones. Brahma becomes. So in the subtle region there are no 5 elements. It is the element of only light. So body is also of light. So the angels reside in the subtle region and they don't have flesh and bones. Deities have flesh and bones. Brahma becomes Vishnu and Vishnu becomes Brahma. Why they have portrayed Brahma emerging from the navel of Vishnu? So meaning the soul of Vishnu becomes Brahma and the same soul then becomes Krishna, meaning Vishnu. These things do not exist in the subtle region, nor are there any ornaments there. So there are no ornaments, there are no decorations. This is why Brahma is portrayed as a Brahmin in a white costume. At the end of his many births, Brahma becomes a poor, ordinary human being. At this time, he wears homespun cotton. So at that time they understood the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, and that is why many used to wear homespun cotton. Even Brahma Baba used to wear homespun cotton. Those poor people don't understand what a subtle body is. The Father explains to you that there are only angels there are only angels there who have no flesh or bones. There cannot be any decorations in the subtle region. But because that has been portrayed in the pictures, Baba grants a vision of it and explains the meaning to you, just as he grants visions of humans, of Hanuman. So Baba gives us vision of deities because Baba wants us to know that you have to become this. Baba grants a vision of it and explains the meaning to you that Vishnu doesn't have 4 arms, but it is the combined form of Lakshmi and Narayan. So Vishnu is given 4 ornaments in his 4 hands. That means there are 4 subjects that you have to study in this confluence age in order to become Vishnu. And only then you have power to have yoga with the Father, and you become the one with the maze, meaning you become powerful, you become victorious. So when there is power you receive from knowledge and yoga, you live like a lotus flower in the world. And then whatever you received in life, you have to tell to others. So tapasvi form of Shankar is being shown. So you Brahmins become Shankar by having your highest tapasvi form. Baba is giving an example just as he grants visions of Hanuman. So in fact there is no human being like Hanuman, that he has the face of a monkey and a tail of monkey and body of human being. There is no human being with 10 heads like Ravan. When there are different opinions, there is conflicts of opinion. And then there is just one dictate. They have created many types of picture on the path of devotion. Those who, if you say anything to those who believe in them, they become upset. They worship goddesses, etc. so much and then sink them. All of that is the path of devotion. They are trapped up to their necks in the quicksand of the path of devotion. How can they be removed from that? It becomes difficult to remove them from that. Some become instruments in to remove others, but they then become trapped themselves. They themselves become trapped up to their necks in the quicksand, that is, they fall into vice, which is the biggest quicksand. These things do not exist in the golden age. You are now being made into true deities by the true Father. There is no company of the truth in the golden age. It is here on the path of devotion that you have religious gatherings. People think that everyone is a form of God. They don't understand anything at all. The Father sits here and explains, in the Iron Age, all are sinful souls, whereas in the Golden Age, all are charitable souls. There is the difference of day and night. You are now at the confluence age. You know both the Iron Age and the Golden Age. The main thing is to go from this side to the other side. They mention an ocean of poison and an ocean of milk, but they don't understand anything. The Father now sits here and tells you the secrets of actions and neutral actions. People perform actions, but some acts are neutral and others are sinful. In Ravan's kingdom, all actions are sinful. So there will be desire, there will be attachment, and with that any action you perform will be considered sinful action. There are no sinful actions in the golden age because there is the kingdom of Rama there. They had received blessings from the Father. Ravan curses you. This is a play about happiness and sorrow. Everyone remembers the Father at a time of sorrow. No one remembers him at a time of happiness. There are no vices there. You children have been told that the sapling is being planted. It is now that the system of planting saplings starts. The Father started the system of planting a saplings when it was the British government here. It was never printed in the papers that saplings were planted. The Father sits here and plants the sapling of the deity religion. He doesn't plant any other sapling. There are many other religions, but the deity religion has disappeared because they become corrupt in their religion and actions. They changed its name. So the Father sits here and plants the sapling of the deity religion. He doesn't plant any other sapling. There are many other religions, but the deity religion has disappeared because they became corrupt in their religion and actions. They changed its name. Those who belong to the deity religion will go into the same deity religion. Everyone has to go into their own religion. Those who belong to the Christian religion cannot come out of that and go into the deity religion. They cannot be liberated from it. Yes, some souls of the deity religion who were converted into the Christian religion will return to their deity religion. So among foreigners, double foreigners, majority are Christians, but they will recognize this deity religion. They will really like this knowledge and yoga a great deal, and this will prove that they belong to your religion. You need to have broad and unlimited intellects to understand and explain these things. You have to imbibe all of these things, and when you relate them to others, Not just read them from a book like someone reading the Gita to other people who sit and listen to him. Some are able to recite the verses of the Gita by heart. They all sit and extract their own meanings from it. All the verses are in Sanskrit. It is remembered that if you were to make an ocean into ink and a whole forest into pens, there would still be no end to this knowledge. The Gita is very small. It only has 18 chapters. Some people even wear a tiny Gita around their necks. It has very minute writing. Some have a habit of wearing it around their necks. They make such a tiny locket. In fact, it is a matter of just a second. Once you belong to the Father, it is as though you become a master of the world. Such children even begin to write Baba. Baba, I am your 1 day old child. They have faith in just 1 day and instantly write a letter to Baba. So before going to Madhuban, Baba used to make everyone write their letter of faith. So in Delhi, one major called Baba in 60s. So Baba asked, make him write, why are you calling me? And I myself wrote. He spoke and I wrote. What faith do I have? That I know that God comes in his body, that God doesn't meet the Father and Father doesn't meet the God. Father doesn't meet his children. How is that possible? So at that time I sent a letter of 8 pages. Then Baba came to his place and stayed. And he was such a fortunate soul that he left the body in Baba's lap. I was sitting there. So Baba asked me, you write a drama and you make children act. So at that time, Major was unavailable and I told a mother, she went to Germany as well later on. I told her, I will not sit alone. You come and sit with me. We have to write a drama and give it to Baba. So Major came in between. His wealth was not good. Said, Didi, call Baba. So how can I call Baba at this time, at 10 p.m.? So we called Didi. So Didi understood he has heart problem. So Didi called Baba. Baba came. Baba took him in his... he hugged Baba and he said, Baba, please forgive me if I have made in any mistake, and there was a jerk and he left the body. I felt as if he went into trance. And Baba said, "Doctor, child, you call the doctor." When he was coughing a lot, he called, "I want to talk to Major." And at that time, there was hand phone, meaning the landline. So at that time, his wealth was not good, and he showed me, "I have lot of problems. I have heart pain." So there was a proof that he left the body because of his health. Otherwise, it would make a big deal that a government officer, and there is Baba, so he left a body. And then there was a tent made, and almost 600 used to come after his death, and Baba used to give speech that there was a fortune of the Major. So doctor gave a certificate that he was sick, and that's why he left the body. Since you have become a child, you are a master of the world. This hardly sits in anyone's intellect. You become the masters of the world. There are no other lands there. All name and trace of them will have disappeared. No one there is even aware that those lands existed. If they did exist, their history and geography would also definitely exist. Those lands don't exist there. This is why it is said that you become the masters of the world. Baba has explained, "I am your father and I am the ocean of knowledge." This knowledge is so elevated that we become the masters of the world through it. Our Father is the Supreme. He is the true Father and the true teacher. He tells us the truth. The teachings he gives us are unlimited. He is the unlimited Guru who grants salvation to everyone. When you sing the praise of the One, that praise cannot belong to anyone else. That can only be when he makes you equal to himself. So, therefore, you also become purifiers. People write Satanam. You mothers are purifier Ganges. You can be called Shiv Shaktis or those who belong to the clan of Shiva. The Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris who belong to the clan of Shiva. Everyone belongs to the clan of Shiva, but creation is created through Brahma, and so you Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris only exist at the confluence age. He adopts you through Brahma. First of all, there are you Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. If anyone objects, you can tell him this is Prajapita Brahma, the one whom the Father enters. The father says, I entered this one at the end of the last of his many births. They portray Brahma emerging from the navel of Vishnu. Acha, so whose navel did Vishnu emerge from? You can paint an arrow indicating vice versa. Vishnu becomes Brahma and Brahma becomes Vishnu. This one emerges from that one and that one emerges from this one. This one takes 1 second, whereas that one takes 5,000 years. Those are wonderful things that you can explain while sitting with them. The father says, Lakshmi and Narayan take 84 births, and then I enter this one at the end of the last of his many births and make him this. This is something that has to be understood. Sit down and we will tell you why we call him Brahma. These pictures have been made to show to the whole world. We can explain this to you. However, only those who are destined to understand this will understand it. For those who don't understand it, we say that they don't belong to our clan. Although they may go there, they will be part of the subjects. To us, all are poor, helpless ones. Those who are poor in terms of wealth are said to be poor and helpless ones. You children have to imbibe very many points. Lectures have to be given on topics. Is this topic any less? They show 4 arms of Prajapita, Brahma and Saraswati. Therefore, 2 arms are for the daughter. They are not a couple. In fact, the couple is Vishnu. Brahma's daughter is Saraswati. Shankar too doesn't have a partner. This is why they speak of Shiva and Shankar. What does Shankar do? Destruction takes place through atomic bombs. How could the father bring death to his children? That would be a sin. The father, in fact, takes all of you to the land of peace without any effort. Everyone settles his karmic accounts and return home because this is the time for settlement. The father comes and do service. He grants salvation to everyone. You too will first receive liberation and then salvation. These matters have to be understood. No one else knows these matters at all. You can see that some eat your head a great deal, and yet they still don't understand anything at all. Those who want to understand well will come and understand. Tell them, if you want to understand each thing, you have to give some time. Here, you are ordered to give the Father's introduction. This is a forest of thorns. Everyone causes sorrow for one another. It is called a land of sorrow. The golden age is a land of happiness. We will explain to you how this land of sorrow changes into that land of happiness. Lakshmi and Narayan were in a land of happiness. Then, while taking 84 births, they entered this land of sorrow. How was this one named Brahma? The father says, I enter this one and inspire him to have unlimited renunciation. The father inspires instant renunciation because he has to inspire him to do service. He inspires everything. Many emerged after him, and they were also given names. Those people then show the examples of kittens. All of those are tall stories. How can there be kittens? A cat would not sit and listen to this knowledge. Baba shows you many ways to serve. If someone doesn't understand anything, tell him, until you understand Alpha, you won't be able to understand anything else. Have faith in this one thing and write it down, otherwise you will forget it. Maya will make you forget it. The main thing is the Father's introduction. Our Father is the Supreme Father and the Supreme Teacher who tells us the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world that no one else knows. It takes time to explain this. Until they understand the Father, they will continue to ask questions. Unless they have understood Alpha, they won't be able to understand Beta. They will continue to have doubts for nothing and ask, why do you say it's like that when it is like this in the scriptures? Therefore, first of all, give everyone the Father's introduction. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, keep the deep philosophy of karma, neutral karma and sinful karma in your intellect, and don't perform any sinful actions. Imbibe this knowledge and yoga and then give this knowledge to others. Second point, do the service of changing ordinary humans into deities by giving this true knowledge of the true Father. Remove everyone from the quicksand of vice. Blessing. May you show the proof of your faith by experiencing spiritual introduction and becoming constantly victorious. Explanation. Alaukic spiritual intoxication is your mirror of faith. The proof of faith is intoxication, and the proof of intoxication is happiness. Maya cannot carry out any of her games in front of those who remain constantly happy and intoxicated. Maya cannot enter the kingdom of a carefree emperor. Spiritual intoxication easily enables you to forget this old world and your old sanskars. The intoxication of your spiritual life. Therefore, constantly maintain the intoxication of your soul conscious form, intoxication of your spiritual life, intoxication of being an angel, and the intoxication of the future, and you will become victorious. Slogan: The virtue of sweetness is the greatness of Brahmin life, and therefore become sweet and make others sweet. Avyak signal: increase the practice of the bodiless stage. Just as bodiless, Babdada has to take support of a body in order to make you children bodiless, in the same way, each of you, while in this life and in that body, have to be stable in the stage of a bodiless soul, in soul consciousness, and as a Karavanhar, enable that body to perform actions. That body is Karanhar and you are its bodiless Karavanhar. This stage is known as the bodiless stage and following the Father. The stage of following the Father is to be constantly bodiless, beyond any awareness of your body, and to be incorporeal. Om Shanti. Baba, I'm so fortunate that I have received your love. Just by having a glance from you, I got the whole world. With being you, I have received alaukic happiness. Everyone's life become shining and you ignite the light of love so that everyone gets ignited. I am so fortunate, Baba, that I have got your love.